Carry on my wayward son. There'll be peace when you are done. Lay your weary head to rest. Don't you cry no more.
Welcome to another episode of Action Video Game Talk. I'm your host, Scott Action Jackson. Thanks for joining me today, or tonight, or whenever you're watching or listening to this episode. I do have a very long list of news articles to go through, so let's try and tackle them a little bit at a time. So let's go and hop right into it. Microsoft has announced 3 Xbox 360 Spring Value bundles available for $250. The most readily available is the Xbox 360 500GB Spring Value bundle, which comes with a download code for Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare and a physical copy of Fable Anniversary. It will be available in most regions worldwide, including the US. 2 other bundles are also available, though they won't be coming to all regions. The 4GB Kinect Spring Value bundle comes with copies of Kinect Sports Ultimate and Kinect Adventures, while the 500GB Kinect Spring Value bundle comes with the same games, but with a bigger hard drive. All bundles come with a month of Xbox Live Gold. So what we have here is new Xbox 360 bundles that are coming out. There are some that are going to be just for here in the US, and there's going to be some that are going to be in regions throughout the world. Some of these bundles are kind of pointless. I mean, the 4GB Kinect Spring Value bundle, 4GB. Most games you do need an actual hard drive in, because 4GB, that's just installed into the system. You're going to spend up the whole 4GB, if not go over, if you try and hop online with the 360. And all these bundles do come with a 1 month of Xbox Live Gold, which, can be handy, especially with all the games that they have out there that you need to be online to play with. It's becoming common for publishers to take their most popular franchises and retool them for foreign markets. Call of Duty recently launched in China, and a number of EA and 2K sports titles have special editions for that country. The latest game to get the word online tagged to the end is Halo, but it's not coming to China. Instead, Microsoft, Saber Interactive, and Innova Systems are prepping the game for Russia. Halo Online is designed to work on lower-end PCs, and therefore remain accessible to a wider range of gamers. It's built on a modified version of the Halo 3 engine in a new setting, the UNSC Space Station Anvil. The title is slated for availability as a closed beta in the spring, with no set launch date yet. It will be free to play, and Microsoft will be testing the economy along with mechanics during the beta period. So what we got here is another online game that isn't here in the US. This Halo Online game is going to be for Russia. Yeah, Russia. So it's not going to be a worldwide online game. No. You see, previously, there's one other online game that was made in another foreign country that never saw the light of day, even though there's parts of it that was borrowed into Xenoverse, and that was the Dragon Ball online game. I forgot the name of the country that it came out for, but it was only exclusive for that country, and you had to do all kinds of crap just to try to get on it to play it. But some of the stuff from that Dragon Ball online game did carry over to the Dragon Ball Xenoverse game, although I wish a lot more of it did. From what I saw from videos online and stuff, it's like it had a great idea, and some of it carried over into the Xenoverse game. But as far as this Halo Online, I would love to play this, but right now it's saying it's designed to work on lower-end PCs, so it's going to be a PC-only game. Now I'm guessing if they do find a way to bring it over to, I guess US and other places, they could try to make a version of it on the systems. Could. Remaster versions of Batman Arkham City and Batman Arkham Asylum are reportedly being remastered for PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. A source close to IGN Italy let the bat out of the bag, saying the two games will be part of a remastered collection in time for the holidays. Sony announced a remastered version of God of War 3 will be coming to PlayStation 4, and Microsoft brought the original Halo series into the current generation with the Master Chief Collection. The Batman games are certainly rich material for the remastered treatment. Now, I know previously this Batman Arkham Collection, the Arkham City and Arkham Asylum, were released as a 2-pack for PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360 already. It seems weird that they're going to be trying to remaster them. It's like, geez, what isn't getting remastered nowadays? It's like everything can get remastered. Arkham City and Arkham Asylum are two games that Rocksteady actually made. The Arkham Origins was made by another company. I think a Canadian video game company. But the Arkham Knight that's coming out, but the new Arkham game that's coming out on PS4 and Xbox One is supposed to be the last Batman game, let alone the third Rocksteady game. I could see them actually doing this. I mean, it's not officially happening. Nothing has officially been announced that's coming out for PS4 and Xbox One. But it's not like they couldn't, announce this at some point. Especially for, say, E3. A new Mortal Kombat X trailer has been released, revealing Liu Kang is indeed back as a playable character. The trailer, exclusive to a Russian outlet for the moment, shows that both Liu Kang and Kung Lao are working for Senec, since their souls fell into the nether realm at the conclusion of the 2011 reboot of the franchise. What's also interesting is the brief appearance by Bo Ray Cho at the beginning. We haven't heard rumors that he'll be a playable character up until now, though this certainly seems to suggest that may be about to change. I thought it's been announced that Liu Kang is back for a little while now. I know that IGN has posted it for a while, and I think they were the only ones who posted it. But I could kind of see this happening with Liu Kang and Kung Lao, considering that a crap ton of the regular fighters from the Mortal Kombat franchise got killed off in the reboot that happened in 2011. Liu Kang has been one of the main characters that people know from Mortal Kombat. You talk about Mortal Kombat, you think Liu Kang, you of course think of Sub-Zero, and of course Scorpion. I mean, most of the time when you think Mortal Kombat, you think of the original characters that you were able to play as in the very first Mortal Kombat game. Of course it would make sense that Liu Kang would be back in some form in Mortal Kombat X. I'm just glad that they didn't bring him back as like a zombie, like they did in one previous Mortal Kombat game. That would freaking suck. It looks like Middle-earth Shadow of Mordor will be getting the Game of the Year edition treatment, at least according to a rating issued by the Australian Classification Board. The AusVG Classification's Twitter account, which is unaffiliated with the official Australian agency, tweeted out the M15 Plus classification. The only information that can be gleaned from the classification at this time is simply Warner Brothers submitted the game for classification. It doesn't necessarily mean there's a Game of the Year edition for Shadow of Mordor on the horizon. But given the fact that submissions to official game rating bodies have revealed information on games in the past, and Shadow of Mordor took home the Game of the Year honor at the 2015 Game Developers Conference, it certainly seems ripe for a special edition. Now, are they sure they don't want to try and throw on the word remastered on this game? Because they're doing that with a lot of games recently. Guess what? We'll throw on remastered. We'll throw a remastered name on it. No? Okay. So yeah, what we got here is hopefully a Shadow of Mordor Game of the Year edition. In which case, for those gamers who know Game of the Year editions previously, it'll have just about every DLC that came out for the game. I mean, the only one that was a vast disappointment as far as Game of the Year editions was probably the Borderlands 2 one, because that didn't have every DLC that came out. It came out prior to, I think, the last 2 DLC packs. So, if this does actually come out and officially be announced, hopefully it will include every DLC that came or coming out for the Shadow Mordor game. Well, that does it for this episode of Action Video Game Talk. Once again, thanks for joining me today, or tonight, or whenever you're watching or listening to this episode. Later on, I will have the separate clips up if you want to check those out. Down below, I will have the Facebook link if you want to check that out as well. Also, I'll have the address for the email account at Yahoo. So if you want to send any additional, emails, questions, comments, go and send them there. So until next time, bye.